Welcome back to Fire Emblem.
Insurrection erupts across Crimea. The wounds Crimea suffered during the conflict with Dain have finally begun to heal, and it should be rejoicing in its hard-won peace. How is it that the fires of rebellion have been lit? Bastion, Queen Olincia's most trusted advisor, widely acknowledged for his political savvy, is on a mission to Dain. And the Grail mercenaries, the original authors of Crimea's recovery, are nowhere to be found. Queen Olincia, close to despair, has nonetheless ordered the Crimean Royal Knights to restore order in Felirae. Her only wish is to win the coming battle, so that she may stave off a civil war.
She hopes to do so, but it may not be that easy as we begin Chapter 3, Geoffrey's Charge. Straight into the base, in fact. Right then, let's get started here, though I've already heard about the mission I have to do for this one as well. Why does no one have to die all the time when I'm so good at killing people, he says, and not so good at keeping them alive. Enemies, that is, anyway. We haven't yet had a party member die, so let's keep that up, as we have an armory ready to be viewed, as we start to set off from Crimea, the castle itself. Castle of Crimea has bronze sword, it has weapons all around for us. Pretty well stocked, you'd have to say. We don't actually have a spellcaster for Crimea, for victory! We've got shops as well, but no healer. Means no heals. We've got bargains here and 20,000 worth of funds. We could buy one of it all. Actually, we might even be able to. Let's have a look at who we're buying for. A completely different set of units this time around. Makalov! Hello, you fool, with Marcia as well hanging around. S-rank Marcia, of course, with the lancers there. Kieran and Astrid, they've all fallen on their feet in the Crimean army. I'm amazed Astrid's part of it. Still. So we have ourselves a purely horse-based charging unit. Interesting. Hope this battle is taking place outside, that's for sure. So everyone has a fairly high defense rating, apart from Astrid, which we'll have to protect throughout this. And of course, the wonderful Marcia. Or the wonderful Marcia. Right. So we have supports. Not even between the brother and sister can there be supports built up. And info, where we have Khalil's shop, Khalil, Olincia and Kieran around. So let's get speaking first before we do any more arrangement and buy all those lovely things. Let's view. Come on in. May I? Well, speak of the devil, if it isn't General Geoffrey himself. I wouldn't have expected a visit since you're leaving tomorrow. Hi, General Geoffrey. What can we do for you today? Sorry, Amy, but I'm not here as a customer. Huh? Oh, I see why you're here. It's about time too. I'm ready to string that blathering drunkard up by his heels. Ta-da! Whoops! Who put that chair there? I could have been killed. Lady Khalil, you beckoned. Makalov, why are you drinking? You realize that tomorrow we have a battle to fight, yes? Greetings, General. My, you're looking even more dashing and handsome than usual, Your Excellency. Good grief. That man's an embarrassment. Are you sure he's a real knight? He's like a pig pretending to fly. Why not put a dog in armor and call it Sir? Miss Khalil, that's not very nice. I think Sir Makalov deserves a little more respect than that. Are you blind, Astrid? It's the night before a mission, and that fool is stinking drunk. Probably gambled all his money away too. And you follow him around mooning over him and cleaning up his messes. Really? Do you have no pride, girl? What the man needs is someone to slap some sense into him. Perhaps I should... I've chosen to look after Sir Makalov. Nobody's forced me to do it. It's really none of your business. You know, I'm really starting to wonder about your good upbringing. Indeed. Of all the men out there, what possessed you to place your bets on such a shabby prospect? What did you just say? There are no gentlemen in this land half as fine as Sir Makalov. Really? Oh my. Alright, settle down everybody. Keep this up and the general's gonna pretend he doesn't want to know either of you. Hello. Fine, I'm sorry. Alright, happy? So, what was it you needed with that L-soaked oath? Anyway, indeed, I'm wondering this too. I just wanted to go over our battle plan one last time before retiring. I heard you're going after the Duke of Felirae. You think you can handle him? Of course. However, he's been marshalling his forces for quite some time now. Which means our preparations will have to be flawless if we want to end this quickly. If only I were up to it. You know me, ha! I crush him! I kick him apart! Well, I suppose I could go. Someone of my wisdom and power is easily worth 2 of you clods. Yeah, that's a great idea, Lamb Blossom. Like I always say, the best enemies are the ones that are on fire. Is he saying like lamb and he's going to say something bad and then change to blossom? Or does he really mean lamb blossom? Because that doesn't sound like a compliment, I don't know. The best enemies are the ones that are on fire. I'm sorry, but no. Although I do appreciate the enthusiasm. I don't see the problem. Do you think I've gone soft? My magic is still in tip-top shape, I'll have you know. No. It's just that I'm sure Queen Olincia wouldn't be pleased with civilians fighting against their countrymen. I suppose you have a point. In that case, let Danved join you. Danved is not a citizen of Crimea. Danved was called Devdan, wasn't he? Danved will fight like 10 men. Sure, I'm a bit confused now. Devdan? You couldn't... What? Confused? When did you get here? Actually, General, this is not Devdan. This is a friend of mine, Danved. What? I'm mistaken. Yes, it's true. People often make that mistake, but Danved is definitely not Devdan. You look exactly like him. Doesn't he? Amazing, isn't it? Anyway, you can take him with you. Oh, and no pressure, but the fate of our country depends on the Royal Knights. Good luck! Don't blow it! Danved will fight like a bear, like a tiger. We don't need Largo and Khalil, because Danved is pretty amazing. I understand, I think. Thank you for your help. Well, I suppose that's settled. It's time for you to discuss tomorrow's tactics. Good luck with that. As for that useless drunk, I'll have someone carrying him over later. Thank you. Sir Makalov is not useless. How many times do I have to say it? Astrid, it's about time you got back as well. Yes, General. Forgive me. I'll hurry back as soon as Sir Makalov is feeling better. Give me strength. The sooner the better. What's the whole Danved Devdan thing about? They just like use the same kind of character in terms of everything, change the armor a bit, if that, and just change the name around a bit. And then just said it's a different person, but it's not. What's going on there? What did they do? Mistranslations? Something like that? They wanted to use the name for something else? Something was bad happened? I don't know. Right then, Olincia is our next conversation. I'm confused. Your Majesty, what are you doing with that lance? I asked your servant for it, and he gave it to me. Why would your Majesty, as Queen, do such a thing? Who knows how tangled the web of rumors could become because of that? Let the court say what it wishes. You are far more important to me than the whispers of nattering nobles. You don't need to say that. Geoffrey, I'm sorry. I don't understand. What's wrong? 3 years ago, you fought to free Crimea from the clutches of Dane. While you held this lance, your courage was dauntless and your prowess legendary. Yes, it's a brave lance, and I'm very proud of it. I can't have you raise the same lance against your fellow people of Crimea. I'm sorry. I just can't. Your Majesty is worried about the shadow it would cast over my name? A dishonor of using that weapon on Crimeans? I would never want to damage your pride as a knight. It would be too much to bear. Believe no such thing, Your Majesty. My pride as a knight is most deeply rooted in my service to you. That will never waver, no matter what. Olincia, you know that. Then take your lance. Use it to fight for Crimea once again. And it's a very brave lance. It's exactly a brave lance. Kieran is up next to talk to. Hello, sir. Forgive my tardiness, sir. Kieran, second in command of the Royal Knights, at your service. Sorry to have disturbed your rest. Not at all. If it were your will, General, I would hasten to the very edge of the world at your calling. Kieran, I'm lucky to have such a devoted follower. This is no reward, but there's something I want you to have. A silver axe? It's so sharp! Do you mean I can have it? Do you like it? Like it? My heart is ready to burst! I feel it's like it's my birthday, and I just got my first suit of armor! Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. It will look fabulous on the mantle. My family will enjoy it for years to come. I can't tell you how grateful I am. It's to fight with. Kieran, that's an axe, not a painting. Paintings are for mantles. Axes are for fighting. I want you to use that axe. What? I couldn't. You can't refuse. It's an order. Understood, sir. I promise to keep it well protected and free from scratches. You're hopeless. What is with this troop? Well, the people who joined our troop were a bunch of eccentrics, really. Well, we got ourselves some more stuff. We can check the armory and all that, but more importantly, I think we need to manage our items and make sure that everyone has the stuff. So, steel poleaxe, hand axe, and a silver axe. We have Geoffrey with a steel great lance, a short spear for throwing from range, and his brave lance of special braveness. A steel bow and an iron longbow over here for Astrid. Killer lance and an iron great lance here for Danved. That's going to take some getting used to. A steel lance and javelin. To be honest, Marcia's stuff needs improvement. A steel sword, a herb, and a coin for Makalov there. Right, so let's manage. Of course, how much reward experience do we have now? We can do like 3 whole levels. It's really not much. Supports? None, of course. Let's buy all the things. Right, so we can at least buy... Well, we already have a steel longbow, don't we? Number owns 0. Actually, no, what longbow do you... Oh, no, it's a longbow. We don't have a steel longbow, but we have a bow. That's right. We have an iron longbow. Well, to be honest, the range of killer weapons are probably the ones we want to get the most. I would say, if anything. Not the armory, the shop. All the good weapons are never in the armory. Alright, killing edge there is probably not bad. It's pretty rare. Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy all the things. Now, I'm not sure if Marcia can actually equip it. So that might have to go to Makalov. A horse slayer sounds like a good idea as well. Maybe that one would be better off on Marcia. A hammer would probably be good if there is an armored foe. It's only 800. Now, axe guy here is Kieran. We got the killer bow, which of course is a rank C bow. If she can use a steel bow, she can probably use a killer bow. Hey, when you've got these as an option, take them. Right, so I think he's lanced up. Don't you? We've got a killer lance there. Marcia, do you want another weapon? Another weapon? And a killer axe there as well. Well, that's a lot of weapons bought. I don't think I need the steel longbow, but I can buy it as well. In fact, have they actually given, like, exactly enough? No, there's a little bit less. But you never know if you have to shop next time. I probably bought way too much. So it's all about just trading over that killing edge now to Makalov, so he actually has a better weapon at this point in time. The kind of thing I want here is a sword on Marcia. On top of that, I was wondering if you could use lances. Obviously not. Geoffrey there. A ton of axes for you. All the axes. It's just Danved that's lacking a little bit, but they've all got really good equipment. I think if anything we can go to battle. But again, I've quit all this killer stuff. And I'm supposed to keep people alive? Easier said than done. Good luck! I'll be sure to keep the palace safe. I'm sorry we couldn't allocate more troops for you. You'll be okay though, right? Of course. Might even have too many. Actually, I'm more worried about the Queen's safety. Make sure the guards stay sharp. Count on it. I'll maintain a tight watch in the area. And there is the backup plan just in case. Good. Hearing you reiterate that makes me feel better, I have to admit. Remember, this isn't for glory. You'll be confronting our own people. Just do your job and come straight back. But I can understand why we're not supposed to kill people in this case. It is a civil war, after all, that's about to take place. The Royal Knights have left the castle. We estimate roughly 4,000 soldiers are marching on Felirae. That means about 2,000 are left in the capital. That's more than I'd expected. I suppose it can be helped. The column headed toward Felirae is primarily cavalry, is it not? Yes, it is. Yes, sir. Exactly as you surmise, sir. In that case, the forces of the capital will be led by the Queen's confidant, Lady Lucia. This is most perfect. The soldiers remaining at Castle Felirae have been given detailed instructions. False instructions, I might add. The dear pawns. They are so very heroic and so very disposable. And even more weight added to the don't kill people thing now. The Dominion of Duke Felirae, Castle Parlour. But how are you not supposed to when that is in front of you? And we have green troops too? General, all troops are in position. We stand ready for the assault. Thank you, Kieran. The majority of the castle vanguard appears to be common soldiers. And there's still no sign of Ludvecks or any of his subordinates? Correct, sir. And the rest are a bunch of amateurs. You should see them flop around on their horses like ragdolls. They won't last long against the finely tuned skills of our Crimean Royal Knights. Don't get overconfident now. Most of their forces are likely inside, waiting for us to exhaust ourselves out here. Yes, good point, sir. And the main gate, have you seen it? Breaking through that is not going to be easy. We must be patient. Yes, sir. And remember, we're not facing enemy soldiers. Yes, they're foolish enough to be lured into joining Ludvecks, but they are fellow Crimean citizens. Her Majesty would prefer to capture these rebels alive and try to talk some sense into them. I'm amazed, sir. Her Majesty's kindness is touching. Convey that to all our men. Listen up. We're to sweep aside the rebels and punch through the fortress gate. Her Majesty wants as many lives to be spared as possible. Set lances. All forces, charge! And with that, we very much want to view everything we can. So 6 Royal Knights, of which are players. They're players, are they? Okay then. Partners, 12 Royal Knights, and 50 enemy troops. Where are we looking to break? What are we looking to get through? Where would be the best way for us to go to avoid casualties and death? Geoffrey dies, Kieran dies is our rules here? Surely it should be Marcia dies. That should be defeat. Tashoria, the swordmaster with the Woe Dao over there, is the enemy commander. Anyone with a good item, this is all the checking out stuff we're going to have to do for the rest of this episode. So, reposition, check them out. So, they tend to be not so strong, but they can still do damage to us. I imagine the enemies we're facing haven't got the speed to double in general, but we're looking for items, so let's just charge on through. A speed wing on a halberdier up there. So if we break through there, we might have to break through the sides just to get one of them done. Breaking through the centre is going to be hard without killing people. Look at you just be magnet every side. Going through the side's probably best, but there's still a ton of troops guarding each entranceway. You can definitely get up, but it's the fact that we'll have to break that door and engage the catapults. I might just kill everyone at this rate, just looking at everything there, but yeah, we were going through the items. There's still lances that can be captured over there. Alright, it's still poleaxe that can be stolen, not that we have a thief, some guy with a bowgun. vulnerary on a Lance Knight. Nothing important apart from that speed wing by the look of it. And the Woe Dow will drop for us as well. The speed wing drops for us so we don't have to steal it. At that point, I think we've gone full circle. The question is, where do we break through? Can we leave one side if we charge up one and leave at least half of these troops alive? Or not? That's the questions we'll have to answer next episode of Fire Emblem. Radiant Dawn, join me then for more. Bye-bye.